Hey guys, Coach Mike here. Welcome to another installment of the Base Tip of the Week. Now, without question, one of the biggest problems that I encounter with young athletes is their posture. And I'm specifically talking about that round shoulder type of posture that so many of them tend to present with. I'm sure a lot of us know a young athlete or two who tends to stand like this with their shoulders pulled forward. Now, there are a lot of different factors that go into creating this type of posture, and it's not something that happened overnight. Typically, it's things like a lack of awareness about good postural mechanics. Kids just tend to stand with their shoulders slumped, sit with their shoulders slumped forward in class. Not to mention the fact that sports participation, where most of the action happens out in front of them, and a lot of times they're grasping implements like, say, a lacrosse stick or a baseball bat, a hockey stick, a field hockey stick, just another opportunity for those shoulders to be constantly rolled forward. Add in all the texting and gaming young athletes tend to do. I mean, how much of this do we see on a regular basis? And it's no surprise why those shoulders are pulling forward so much. Now the problem is, besides looking unattractive, this type of excessive kyphosis, this rounding in the upper back as it's known, can cause a whole host of problems to the neck, the upper back, the shoulders, and even the lower back. And that's because when you've got these shoulders rounded forward and you need to get your arms up overhead, you're simply not going to have the range of motion to do so. But if you need to get your arms up to serve a tennis ball, shoot a basketball, or what have you, you're going to get that range from somewhere. And typically, it's going to come from hyperextending through the lumbar spine or the lower back, which is the last thing we want. So right now I'm going to show you a quick and easy drill that you can do on the foam roller that will help increase what's known as thoracic extension and mobilize this middle segment of the back, the thoracic spine, which tends to go neglected by young athletes and a lot of us as well. So let's take a look at that drill right now. Okay, so here's a quick and easy way that you can increase thoracic extension using the foam roller. Begin by placing the roller behind you and then lie back on it so that the base of your shoulder blades are on the roller. Now in this position, it's really important to make sure that your tailbone and hips are touching the ground, because when we start extending over the roller in a moment, we don't want to get any kind of motion from that lumbar spine. We're trying to get all of this extension through the thoracic spine in the middle of your back. So brace your core gently. Keep the tailbone and the hips touching the ground, hands behind the head, and then you're going to bring your elbows together as you extend back over the roller and then bringing it back up and through. Don't force it, nice and easy, just trying to go a little bit further each time. Back up and through, keeping that core braced, hips down in contact with the ground. And you're going to do that for about 3 or 4 repetitions, and then what you'll do is move up about an inch or so, closer to the base of the neck, and once again, bring it back, another 3 or 4 repetitions, not forcing it, just trying to get some good range of motion through that thoracic spine, and then finally you would come down and do a 3rd position, and once again, just another 3 or 4 repetitions there, trying to go back nice and forth. And as I mentioned, it's really important to start getting that kind of extension through that thoracic spine, because when you have that type of round shoulder posture, you want to get those arms up overhead, you're going to tend to hyperextend through that lumbar spine, which is definitely something we don't want. So let's make sure that you get those thoracic extensions going on a regular basis. Alright, so hopefully you have a newfound appreciation for just how important it is to increase thoracic extension so you can improve your posture. That does it for this time, but don't forget, check back next week where I'll hit you with another great tip. I'll see you next time.